Today we're going to be writing and solving equations involving perimeter. So reading this first example, the perimeter of a rectangle is 44 centimeters. So I'm going to come over here and write P equals 44 centimeters. The length of the rectangle can be represented by 2x minus 3. So I'm going to fill that in where I see length. The width can be represented by x plus 7. Alright, real quick before we begin, just because I'm a visual person and might help you out here, let's draw a quick pic of a rectangle. So if I have a rectangle, length 2x minus 3, width x plus 7, remember, in order to find the perimeter of a rectangle, that means you're going to add all the sides. Okay? Another way to write the perimeter, the way that's easier for me, is perimeter equals 2 times the length, because we've got 2 of the lengths, plus 2 times the width, because we have 2 widths. So that is a formula to finding the perimeter that I'm going to use. So when I come over here, I'm just going to take this formula, P equals 2L plus 2W, and I'm going to plug in what I know. What I know is P is 44, so I'm going to plug in 44 where I see P, and then equals 2L, and I have L. L is over here. It's 2x minus 3. And then plus 2w. I also have w. W is right here. It's x plus 7. Okay, so now I'm going to solve for x. And first things first, I'm going to use Pemdas. So that means I need to distribute that 2 into that first parentheses and this 2 into the second parentheses. So that would leave me with 44 equals 2 times 2x is 4x, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, and then over here I've got 2 times x, which is 2x, and 2 times 7, which is 14. Alright, now before I solve, I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to clean it up by combining my like terms. My like terms on this right side are positive 4x, and positive 2x, so just dragging down the 44 equals 4x plus 2x is 6x, and then negative 6 plus 14, that's going to give me positive 8. Alright, now that it's nice and clean, I can go ahead and solve for x. So remember, I want to do that addition or subtraction first. So to get rid of a plus 8, I need to subtract 8 from both sides. Okay, so when I subtract 8 on the left, 44 minus 8 is 36. So 36 equals, this positive 8 and negative 8 make a 0 pair. They cancel to 0, so I've just got 36 equals 6x. Last but not least, to get rid of this 6 times x, I'm going to do the inverse, which is divide both sides by 6. So 6 over 6 reduces to 1, so in other words, x, 1x or x, and 36 over 6 is just 6. So now I know what x is, but the question is asking what are the dimensions. So in order to find the dimensions, I'm going to plug in x to my length and width. So for length, remember over here, I have 2x minus 3. So let's go ahead and plug in what I got for x. I got 6. So plugging in 6 for x and solving. So I've got length equals 2 times 6, which is 12, minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. So my length is 9 centimeters. My width is x plus 7. Plugging in for x, I have 6 plus 7. 6 plus 7 is 13 centimeters. So, if you wanted to check to make sure this answer was right, we knew that our perimeter was 44, so I'd have to say that 44 equals twice my length, 2 times 9, plus twice my width. So does 44 equal 2 times 9, 18, plus 2 times 13 is 26, and 44 does in fact equal 18 plus 26. So we did everything correctly. Alright, moving on. Let's move on to the second example. Second example, the perimeter of the rectangle is 82 inches, so P equals 82. All right, the length of the rectangle is 1 less. Remember, 1 less means we're going to take that, move it to the back. 1 less than 8 times x. So 8 times x and 1 less than that. Less means we're subtracting. Okay, the width is 3 more than 5 times x. So 5 times x and then 3 more than that. Okay? So now, again, using that same formula, perimeter equals 2L plus 2W. We've got perimeter is 82. 2 times my length, 8x minus 1, plus 2 times my width, 5x plus 3. Remember, clean this up by distributing. So 2 times 8x is 16x. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 2 times 5x is 10x. And 2 times 3 is 6. Clean up a little bit more by combining like terms. 16x plus 10x is 26x. And negative 2 plus 6 is positive 4. Now that it's nice and clean, to get x by itself, I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Since it was add 4, to make a 0 pair, I'd have to subtract 4. So that's a 0 pair, it cancels. 82 minus 4, 78, equals 26x. Last step, divide by that 26. And I don't expect you to do this in your head. If you can't, it's okay to use a calculator for this part. 78 divided by 26 is 3. So x equals 3. Now, again, just like before, you're going to use that information to plug in and solve. So length equals 8x minus 1. So length equals 8 times x is 3. Minus 1, so length equals 24 minus 1, length equals 23. Width equals 5x plus 3, so width equals 5 times 3 plus 3. So width equals 15 plus 3, which is 18. And then again, to check your work, you would set 82 equal to 2 times 23, 2 times the length, plus 2 times the width. And then what I would do is just plug this straight in the calculator and make sure it equals 82. When you see that it does, that means you did everything right. What I want you to do is try number 3 on your own. Those will be the answers to your whisk. Have a great night.